In this portion of Chapter 10, we're going to focus on the mitotic phase, karyokinesis by mitosis. Recall the discrete steps that follow interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. I always remembered this as I passed my algebra test. Interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. And you can also throw in there cytokinesis by remembering I passed my algebra test with a C. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare and contrast animal and plant cell mitosis because they are very, very similar, but because of some of the structural differences in plant and animal cells, we will see cytokinesis especially happen differently. So if we look at a typical animal cell in the interphase portion, it would be impossible to determine whether the cell is in G1, S, or G2 without a description verbally of what's happening in the nucleus. Because recall that during interphase, the cell is going to be functioning normally, and the genetic material will be in the form of chromatin. Now, you can't see when chromatin is replicated during the synthesis phase, but what you can see is a perfectly round nucleus defined by a very clear nuclear membrane, the genetic material in the form of chromatin, and one or more nucleoli present. In an animal cell, you will also see that the centrioles have been replicated, and they may begin to start to be visible as they move towards opposite poles of the cell. So, during interphase, you'll have a complete nuclear envelope giving the nucleus its perfectly round shape. You'll see a nucleolus and the genetic material in the form of chromatin. As the cell gets ready to divide and we enter the prophase portion, our chromatin is going to condense into these chromosomes. And so you'll see the genetic material become shorter and thicker. The nuclear envelope is going to start eroding, and this takes our perfectly spherical round nucleus and allows it to become somewhat oval in shape. The nucleolus will begin to disappear, the centrosome divides, and we begin to see the formation of the mitotic spindle fibers here that these chromosomes will begin to attach to. Metaphase is probably the easiest to recognize and one of the shortest phases of the cell cycle. Here, our replicated chromosomes are going to be attached to the mitotic spindle by their centromeres. So here we can see these replicated homologous chromosomes, and the centromere region attaches to these spindle fibers. Recall, these chromosomes consist of pairs of sister chromatids held together by the centromere, and these centromeres will now be attached to the mitotic spindle fibers that are produced by the centrioles. These chromosomes line up at the equator or the center of the cell during metaphase, and during anaphase, the sister chromatids will be pulled apart at the centromere. As the centromeres are pulled by the spindle fibers, the chromatid arms trail behind, and it sort of looks like a spider dancing on a mirror. Now, also occurring and beginning during anaphase is the formation of what's called a cleavage furrow. There will be constricting proteins that we see in the animal cell here that encircle the center of the cell, and as these proteins constrict, it will form this groove or furrow that will begin to divide the cytoplasm, accomplishing cytokinesis. But the biggest thing to remember about anaphase is that this is where the sister chromatids are pulled apart and now become individual chromosomes. The final portion is telophase, and in telophase it's sort of the opposite of prophase. In prophase we saw the nucleus erode, well, here we're going to see the daughter nuclei begin to reform. Our chromosomes will unwind and reform chromatin. A nuclear envelope will begin to encircle the chromosomes at either pole of the cell, and we will continue to see the constricting of the cytoplasm as our cleavage furrow continues to separate the two cells during the process of cytokinesis. As soon as the telophase portion of the cell cycle is done, the cells will enter gap 1 of the next interphase. If we look here, we can see a couple of closer looks at how cytokinesis in animal cells works. Here in this scanning electron microscope image, we can see how this constricting band of proteins has formed this cleavage furrow constricting the cytoplasm. And here is another scanning electron microscope image of this at a point where two cells have almost formed.